Right, for Breckon Farms here and NZB Standardbreds, Nigel Fahey joins me. First of all, Nigel, welcome and congratulations.
Yes, thanks Paul, thanks for coming along, and yeah, great to have you here, and yeah, pretty happy. We've just finished up our yearling parade for NZB 2025, and yeah, pretty happy with how things went. Like, a lot of the horses aren't used to big crowds, but a few of them were a bit flighty, but all in all, yeah, we worked through it, and yeah, went good.
They presented outstanding. There were a couple, you can nearly see their eyes from the middle of the auditorium. They were like, whoa, all the people. Well, I mean, it was a massive crowd of people for a start. So, you know, that puts a little bit of pressure on them. But overall, you must have been wrapped with how they behaved. You might have had one, maybe two, been a bit skittish, but really they all presented so well.
Yeah, and it's good learnings for them. Next month at Karaka, there'll be a lot more noise and a lot more banging when those gavels come down and whatever else. So it's all learning for them, and yeah, they'll be better for the experience.
How'd the complex work? I mean, to me, it looked like it worked beautiful.
Yeah, it's like clockwork. If you've been at any of our other parades, it's sort of a bit of a colts come out, then fillies come out, and there's just a lot of lag in between. But here, it just ticks over, and we put them out in lot order today, like one horse at a time, and no stress, no worries. They just really good.
How are you going? I must say we've been to all the tours. I did 2 or 3 cars plus the buses. Drove up the driveway. I was like, standing room only. There was cars everywhere. Did the nerves start to build once the cars started rolling in?
Oh no, like Ken and Karen, they've got a lot of friends and and a lot of people that support them. So they invite a lot of people, and it's all part of it. Like we want people to come. We want people to see the horses, and like we said earlier, it's about giving the horses a bit more experience as well in those sorts of environments. And but I know Ken and Karen, they're pretty proud of, and so they should be, of what we've created here. And they love having people around to show it off, basically.
Also giving the industry exposure. That's one thing that they have too. There's thoroughbred people here today. I know that may never have thought about investing in a standardbred. Whether they do this year, it doesn't matter. The wheels might be in motion. They might, in a year or two, they might watch this draft, some of these horses. That's the other part about it. When you've got a world-class venue like this, and it is world-class as far as selling horses, I'm paid by Breckon to promote Breckon products. I don't care. If someone comes here and says to me, this isn't world-class, good luck to them, because it seriously is. If someone's positive enough to invest like this, that infectious rolls on, and other people then hopefully will keep investing in our sport. It's only a tick and a major tick if you ask me.
Oh, definitely. And like you touched on before with a few thoroughbred people and that, yes, we are a little different to them, but at the same time, they're 4 horses and they race around a racetrack, and there has definitely been a bit of, I guess, cross-pollination or cross-coding. And I think it'll continue to grow in the future. I know Ken's had a bit of a meeting with one of the syndicators from the thoroughbreds that had predominantly been thoroughbreds, and they've been interested in maybe coming across and buying a couple of yearlings at our sales. Obviously, they're busy this week with the Karaka thoroughbreds just kicking into gear this week, so they'll be flat out up there. But I'd imagine in the end of this month, early next month, those guys will be coming around and just putting their standardbred cap on and trying to pick out the next top one.
They're no-brainers. I spoke to a few of the blokes. I'm going to hopefully catch up with Johnny Dunn in a second, but a lot of the players that have been on the tour and having a look around, these tours are no-brainers. It is, you've got to be on them. There's probably a few people that should possibly make sure they can get on these next years and the year up, because it's a unique way of seeing these horses. Couple of weeks out, 3, 4, 5 weeks out from the sales, depending on when you come. But you're able to see them, as I said, in an environment. But we went to Tardina today, Rogies. They walk out, there's people there, but you can see these horses. But you can also bounce ideas off so many people. Like the people around, the knowledge around of the industry around this auditorium here for Breckon was just outstanding, isn't it? Yeah,
definitely. There was a lot of big time buyers from our industry here today, and you could see them furiously taking notes down and everything else, and I guarantee if you looked at half a dozen books, you'd get half a dozen different responses, just because of what they see in different horses. And I think the other part of why a lot of people come around at this time of year, it's still another 4 or 5 weeks from the sale. They see what, even from our videos a month ago, the transformation in some of the horses has quite a lot, and it'll change again between now and then. So if they like what they see now, they should really like what they see in a month's time.
How do you go as a horseman? You know, you watch these horses. You probably watched them, or you would have watched them from day one. You watch them out there. Was there a couple today? You gone, oh, I like that, and maybe hadn't seen it. Did you find yourself doing that?
Yeah, I actually one of the settle pedal colt, when he walked in, I said to Philly, the yearling manager, far out, every time this guy comes out, he's a different horse. Like, he just keeps raising the bar, and she agreed with me. He just keeps improving in his condition, in his mental capacity, and how he presents himself, and today was no different. So yeah, I've always got my favourites, but I don't know, it's often now and then. A couple of years ago, I put my money where my mouth is and bought one out of this lot that I loved everything about him, and he won as a 2-year-old. So yeah, not 100% wrong, but I don't know. It's easy when you're looking at some pretty nice bloodlines.
Who's your favourite this year? I'll have to get you on that maybe on sales day, or we'll get something pre-recorded and see how it goes afterwards. But no, it's pretty hard, and you obviously can't play favourites. You got a line and length, I suppose, is the best way to say it.
Yeah, I guess. You got to take them all as a group, and you got to treat them individually, and give everyone their shot for what they are, and and like you see everything changes from start of the prep to the end of the prep, and your opinion changes on them as well. One filly that I really, really like that has come a long, long way, even if you look from a video a month ago to her photos, which will be up next week, is the Bold Eagle out of Ilaria Sand. Like, she's just come so far. She'd easily be the most improved in my eyes, both in her temperament and just like how she's taken to the whole yearling prep. And I can't fault her.
Well, one of the ones that caught my eye today was the Tickle Me Pink Bold Eagle. When he walked in, I did sort of sit back a little bit and go, "Wow, they do have something about them, these Bold Eagles, don't they?"
Yeah, and Philly done a good job of parading those big guys. They are a bit of a handful because they came in yesterday just for photos and whatnot, and they stayed in, so they're full of beans. And then they come out here and they stood and paraded really well down the far end in front of the auditorium. So. He is a nice colt, and another one I couldn't fault. So
I'm an average enough judge, so don't worry about that. But I did just say I thought he was a cracker. You mentioned Philly Fergus taking the horses around. So many staff, so many girls here behind the scenes. I don't know all of their names. Done an outstanding job, as you said. There was no lag time. The girls were doing it on one side, and I was hearing them. They were saying, 4 out, 2 out, 1 out, get ready, go. It was like clockwork.
Yeah.
You must be proud of the way the staff operated.
Yeah, they do every year, and we have a lot of people that return from year to year, yearling staff, and there's new girls. There's a couple of girls that are just 17, 18 this year, first time doing it, and absolutely love it, and they've taken to it. We're a bit of a team here, and we sort of, they're keen to learn and keen to join in the fun. We work hard, but always have a few laughs, and Ken and Karen being the hosts they are, they always put on a morning tea or a lunch or whatnot, and everyone's well looked after, and it's a good environment to work in.
They're a bit famous, the Breckon parties the night before the sale. That's going to be a Friday night. That could be a bit. Yeah, it could be a bit of a juggle. Might have to put it off until after the sale.
Oh, I think it might be, because we'll be at the races on the Friday night cheering on a few Breckon breds hopefully. So I'd say the after the sale might be the go this year, because there's a day between there and
everyone leaving.
So, but I don't know. We'll cross that bridge. We've got a bit of work to do before then.
Breckon Farms continuing to the stats. I keep saying the stats don't lie. Continuing to have winners. You had multiple winners. You won the major race last weekend down south. A couple of nice winners up here as well. You also won the Maryborough Pacing Cup, albeit it was a little bit of a different one. But continually putting out the winners, current families, current breeds. We want people to keep up to date with all the updates. I'll keep pumping them out from now right through to February 15. Any updates that happen, we want to get them out there. But there is plenty happening here with Breckons.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And we're thrilled. First qualifying races in New Zealand last week. We had 2 qualify that we bred from last year's yearling sales. So a full brother to Ribeira, Ken Barron's got, and he's always been Mickey. I think Ken paid 40 grand for him. So he wasn't a dear horse, but at that stage, Ribeira hadn't been out. But
yep.
And also we've got a full sister to Ruby Rose Captain Treacher's Ruby Rose called Mariner's Rose. That's in the Breckon Syndicate. She went through the sale, got passed in, so she's come into the Breckon Syndicates, and she qualified last week too, 6 seconds under, so that's pretty good for this time of year. Second time off the property, so I know, 2 early qualifiers, we're pretty stoked with that, and hopefully we'll be seeing them. There's a race at the end of the month that Addington have put on, so it's bloody good, and hopefully we see something running around there
before the sales. Nige, it is February 15 is the sale date, which is a Saturday. We alluded to it just there before. It's a little bit different. The sale will be, I think, 10 o'clock Friday, the day before. So parade, sorry, the 14th, the day before. You guys will be arriving, I would imagine, Wednesday afternoon, but be there ready for inspection Thursdays. Yeah,
we'll leave here sort of Wednesday lunchtime, so everything will be up there, settled in their boxes by 2 or 3 o'clock on the Wednesday afternoon, ready for parading any time from 10, 11 o'clock. Thursday morning, and parade on Friday morning at 10 o'clock, and then everyone head off to the races for the night. But more than happy to show people private parades here at the farm, or and just get in contact with me. Numbers in the book, and also obviously any time at the Karaka complex.
Also the Aussies, we can do phone interviews now, where they can do a live phone call, and you could actually show them the horse, or you can do a recording and send it through to them what they want. We want to make sure that the Aussies are aware. We want the Aussies here buying. I don't care what anyone says. I work for a couple of sales companies, couldn't care. We want both lots working. We want Aussies coming across here and buying. We want Kiwis going across here and buying, because this sport needs it. We need to grow the sport, not make it shrink. So we need to embrace it. So make sure you get in touch with you guys, and you can avoid, organise any parade that they really want. If they can't be here, they can do a virtual one anyway, and get that out there as well.
Yeah, the way media is and the smartphones and what at the moment, we can basically do anything you like. We can talk to you live on the phone and flip it around and send the video through and whatever else. So, I'm happy to give an honest opinion on. And it's only my opinion, so it could be completely different from your own. But we don't hide anything. It is what it is. So we're anyone from New Zealand, Australia, wherever, more than happy to discuss it and show you guys around or whatever you like. So,
Nigel, thank you. Really appreciate it. I know you don't like this, but that's okay. You're doing a great job. That's part of the job, and we've got to, as I say, sell this industry, mate. Congratulations on what's been a great day today. Sit back and have a quiet ale a bit later on and enjoy what you've been able to achieve, and onward and upward to February 15 for the sale.
Beauty. Thanks, Paul. Cheers, mate.